Clap it up. Except if you did podcast last week, don't clap.
I'm clapping extra because
Welcome back to Sport by Podcast. We've been away for a week and we are up to episode 14. The Valley Behavior Engaged. Here, John and today, aka Long John, Solomon and Gabriel, and myself today are the brilliant idiots that bring you this podcast on a weekly basis, and we are about to talk sports, football, generally speaking. Anything yes and yes, yeah. I know we are understand, but so that we'll not start on the fighting. That's let me ask. Does anybody have any peaceful topics?
There are no peaceful topics.
Before I go,
No.
John, today, anything that is making you happy that I want to talk about. My goal is for us to not be happy.
Yeah.
So once I start,
I think may I have peaceful topic is the fact that I want to take our time and I want the entire crew to join me in celebrating with Finidi George. I think that's
a Rangers.
Yes.
Yep.
After mentioning
I'm
Finidi,
celebrating Finidi more than celebrating Enugu Rangers. No disrespect to Rangers, but I follow the journey of Finidi George. That is a pure story of you start from the very bottom, you build your craft to continue to hit it, wipe it until it falls through, and eventually.
Is this still football? Is this still coaching?
are we still coaching?
Eventually, it fell through, and really, these are inspiring stories for any young and upcoming coach. I think Finidi George is one person you can just directly look at and just continue to believe that yes, you can grow to be anything. Finidi, well done.
I will say this. Congratulations to you.
Yep.
And congratulations to you.
True.
The only Lagos club in the league at the time.
Yes.
There are some coming.
Is it like wrestling? When you have a tag team, you must shake each other.
How goes for Lagos?
But they enjoy the.
It started with MFM. Out goes MFM. In comes Sporting Lagos. Now we're talking in Corridor.
So can we now say that you put on
but we can also say that he promoted two clubs too now.
Because when MFM were it was someone else that was in charge. And that was Emmanuel. So I can't even mention his name, Emmanuel.
John, I have a special news for you.
He's holding breath.
Nothing for you. You know they watch this podcast. Nothing for you. Now you relegate your copy. I told you that I don't have peace in my mind today. Before I continue, do you have anything peaceful you want to say?
Yes. We are still in that weekend that was celebrating our Messi. We need to look for peace. Probably by the time we mention 4 5 this man his soul has no peace. Maybe topics will eventually get to something is out.
Let me start.
Yes.
Let me start with
Okay. He's laughing already.
His own peaceful topic is the one that they will abuse each other.
Peacefully.
That's peaceful.
Peacefully.
Because it's going to a topic where they will remove gun.
First of all, I'd like to implore everybody, reports have gotten to me that people are sleeping on the podcast. The number one challenge is for everybody to stay awake for the 45 minutes duration. If you make it to the end without sleeping, we will shake your hand. We will
How can people sleep on the podcast?
If you have never slept on the podcast before,
I don't know. I thought you said you have slept. Raise up your hand.
if you have never slept on the podcast before,
I slept. How can you be saying it?
They watch it now.
People
are watching now.
And you are proud of saying it.
I don't understand.
45 to 1 hour, 45 minutes to 1 hour podcast.
You don't have that bad attitude. That's why I'm not a fan of cinema.
You don't have bad attitude. You're a madman.
I have that bad attitude. I don't understand.
You came with some fire in your soul.
I get it.
Can't hear this now. He's so stupid. He is so bad. The whole is madness. Because there is difference between none of us that if you don't know, we usually record this during. So for you to be sleeping while walking, is your walking period.
During the day.
But I was working all night too now.
Who will send you that one?
Is it your work? It's my work. Now I work all night.
Which work do you do?
Work.
Next work.
I don't understand.
Anyway, let's talk about the man who no longer has work. Finidi George has been,
Workless.
well, I want to say he was discharged, but
He tendered his resignation.
yes, technically he was not fired.
Yeah.
Even though they pushed him to fire.
So
resign.
yeah.
So technically it could also
Hmm.
be fired.
Advice to withdraw.
Apparently, they don't even advise him to withdraw. Here's what happened. After the bad games against the Republic of South Africa, apparently, Finidi George and the NFF had a crisis in the last 30 hours. A lot was discussed. According to Finidi, this was public knowledge. The meeting was, we don't know what was said. But later, Finidi came out to say the 3 hours was, inquiry with the sports minister, what is going on, how can we make it better. Never at the time did they mention anything about strategizing or hiring anybody. Only for the meeting was held on a Wednesday. Only for him to find out after the meeting from other people that were at the meeting that they had interviewed a technical director on Tuesday. So like a day before you sat down with me to talk to 3 hours and you did not
To talk way forward.
to talk way forward. You don't mention that I bring someone to come after my boss. So we spoke for 3 hours. So he just said, let me give them 2 more days.
Brief.
If they will say anything. And on Friday, they have still not said anything. Just said, let me respect myself and resign from the Super Eagles of Nigeria. I personally believe Finidi George was treated unfairly. Extremely unfairly. I don't think we treat a white person like this.
I think Finidi George was treated like something that stinks. And trust me, this is something that has to do with all of the management we've had at the helms of affairs when it comes to our football. It happens with other sports, but probably because we're discussing football and because we put our football at that very top pedestal. I thought we should handle things better. See, I will say it here again because I've said it on some other platforms. There's huge disrespect for anybody who is a Nigerian coach from the NFF. I'm not even saying from the outside world, from the NFF. They see you as somebody they can just, hey, come stay here. Okay, they go. No be. Simply, they don't see you as a professional. Being taking charge of the Super Eagles doesn't come from the NFF like we're getting this Nigerian coach because he's a professional. We're getting him to help him. Let him just have something in his CV. By chance, maybe he can now achieve. But the moment he doesn't achieve, he will become. We know how he will be. And do you know why this achievement will hardly come by? There is something about either your employee or as a child from the parents or a student from the teacher. The moment that person who is ahead of you look at you and always feel like you will fail, do you know you will almost fail?
Yeah.
Because they already see every wrong turn. They don't look at the right turn. It's just the wrong turn. And then they call you out. And the moment you call somebody out way too much, they make silly mistakes. And this is the same thing that just happened with Finidi George. Finidi George is a legend of the game. Do you know that Gusau does not even have respect for that?
Yes.
I don't care how badly he had coached the Super Eagles. And in the first place, nobody imprints on a team after 2 games.
Yeah.
Nobody.
After 1 week.
After 1 week.
After 2 games.
After 1 week.
2 games is not enough to
International football, even those that stay with the club football, that they sleep, wake, eat everything together. They don't do that. Not talk of international football. That you guys will just. When did Calvin Bassey? When did Ademola Lookman? When did Osai Samuel? When did they arrive camp? When did Paul Okoye arrive camp? And then the next thing, 2 games.
Madika.
Sorry. Exactly.
Although they play for trouble.
When did they arrive camp? I've used the example of Argentina with Lionel Scaloni. They were ready to fail with Scaloni. But they knew we will stumble, we will fall, we will crawl, but we will get up. Because Scaloni is not brought in to do a quick fix. Every day of your life, the NFF will do quick fix for everything. That is why they will never have money to pay coach. They will never have money to pay players. Because what they are doing quick fix for is that During my time, we qualified for AFCON.
With a game
During my time, we qualified for the World Cup.
With a game.
During my time, we got to the quarter-final of the. That is what they chase. Nobody chases excellence that will go for a long time. Ask Gusa, what is his template? What is he doing? What is the plan?
From the appointment, you could tell there were contradictions. Because like you said, you would assume that when you get in someone like Finidi, you want to build it.
Yes.
But then you give him a 1 year contract, which is, I say it's based on achievement. So,
I even called them slag. I said probably his probation period.
How if you know that winning is not important? Why is it Finidi you hire?
I don't understand.
Why Finidi you should be willing to pay ourselves? Okay, we are going for the long game. But John, say, what do you think before your podcast looking higher?
It's looking high, seriously.
So for me, I think I agree completely with what Kenny has said. The fact that you hired the manager and first didn't give the manager time, and in just 2 games you decided that the guy is not good enough.
So continue.
So continue to be the manager of Super Eagles. And you asked the very vital question: what's the template? What are you running on? So in the first place when Finidi was hired, I think they looked at his Enyimba success, I guess. I think that for me should be
I even know the fact that
everybody in Nigeria knows that.
You have to look at something. So I think that the Enyimba's success was one of the reasons why this guy was hired. And I remember, I'm sure probably they looked at how
Enyimba was playing. Which took time to implement. Of course.
Yes.
It took 2 seasons. This is the third season.
In 2 years, if you don't by winning it, Finidi to let you go be our next coach.
Exactly.
If you don't by winning it, Kennedy Bobo
should have been our coach before. And I love the fact that he was a part of a team before. Maybe continuity's sake.
Let's just continue.
And we've always been asking this question over time that what exactly is the philosophy? Or not just the team now. I'm even talking about the guys at the end of our face. What is their thinking mode
On Nigerian football.
Yes, what are they thinking? Because I can't fathom what you see here. Yes, after the Nigerians called out Finidi George and they thought that he was the reason why we didn't qualify based on
Qualify?
No, he's the reason why we had
We didn't
Some people talk about the fact that they question his tactics. Some people also question the substitutions. Certain players didn't start in that game. I remember with this guy, Victor Osimhen, he didn't start in the first game. And they called for his
Even Victor
and he didn't start.
Boniface had not asserted himself. Trust me. It's like what happened to Hazard in Madrid.
You also mentioned something like that. When you talk about Finidi, trying to have an imprint on the team.
Yeah.
Remember Victor Boniface? He just had a good season. But the last time Victor Boniface was that Super Eagles team was not. He had missed about. He didn't make it to Nations Cup because he was injured. He was not part of the team. He hasn't played with that team. He didn't know that team very well.
Yes.
But people criticized Finidi for not starting Victor Boniface in the first and the second game. Decided to go for ball handling, and it explained why. Of course, Finidi had his own issues. The way he answers the way he conducts his pressers and the media, sometimes I'm not too pleased with the way he answers questions. Some people also tell you that the way the media goes hard on Finidi, some people tell you also is unfair. So,
which I agree.
So putting all of this together, we've agreed here that the NFF has made a mistake in firing Finidi.
The NFF are jokers.
Now, Kenny, they want to get the technical whatever.
They'll still go and carry one Jonja.
Oh, let's even get it. There are names that have been called that I don't understand. I better to be clear, it's not fire for me. They wanted to bring this on to come and pretty much be the coach while Finidi is not to be an assistant. Disrespect. Especially after how will you demote somebody within a week? So he just stepped out of the situation by himself, which is fair. For anybody with dignity and pride.
Maybe they say Nigerians don't have dignity, don't know how to resign. And this guy proved everybody he resigned his position.
Anybody that has because Finidi is a legend of.
He's a class. He's a class.
He's a legend of. So we heard actually that first of all that the NFF were in talks with Portuguese 13th. I was also this coach today that Portugal had Sergio Conceição.
Wait,
yeah.
Tunde, Portugal, are they our colonial masters? No, because you see,
They've been in Nigeria. They've been in Lagos before. Dos Santos.
They came first before you had the
You know what happened is that because Portugal is an ugly.
No, there's Lagos in
There's a
Portugal.
place called Lagos.
Of course, I know.
They us.
Okay.
What we know really did. This Conceição that has been of Cameroon side.
Yes, now.
Unemployed. This bench that has been linked.
We're always looking for cheap off.
Oh no, first of all,
We don't have
we don't have money.
We don't have money.
No, the question is, where is the money?
We don't have money. If them sold the chow,
Then they chow.
then the chow
Then
where?
they
They are
bless.
fasting.
That's what they go talk. All
They
of
are
them.
fasting in the
Wait,
glass
wait,
house. They are fasting in the glass house now.
Tunde,
We
Tunde.
will have elections. We were talking about our elections.
Yes.
I'll say it here. These guys bribe in dollars.
No, John. I don't even have the
I've
problem.
never seen anybody bribe.
Wait, I don't have the problem.
Whether or not.
Why
I'm
do
saying-
this
I'm
is
saying-
disclaimer?
Tunde, I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem with bribes. I have a problem with the fact that when they
I have
elect.
a problem with that.
No.
You are not determined to go to jail.
No, what I mean is, I don't have a problem whether they bribe. What may I have issues with is because I follow the election. The way they want to kill each other. This one will say this one is a bastard.
They'll bring out all their
You will
dirty
see
lies.
war during the NFF election.
There's something
Only for you to come in
And your first
and the first person you say, there is no money.
no, we checked their
So-
we audited their
So when you know that it is money that will execute the ideas that you are coming here to do, why come to that place?
Let us add context to the
Okay.
money. It is a case of Petero's wages were 60,000.
50.
He
He negotiated
when he
60.
signed, the guy gave him nothing for you. They gave him we go speak when you sign. Oh, no, I'm a lawyer. Anyway,
No wonder that man suit begin shake towards the end of his
the point
time.
is that we couldn't afford to pay that 60, which is the main reason Pesero is no longer at us. Which was the main reason Finidi George and Emmanuel Amoge became the forerunners to the first place. It was a case of there was no money. So when you talk about the elite coach, because Pesero that is collecting 60K a month, Pesero is a Z-list coach. That what we can afford as supervisors of Nigeria.
hashtag code.
What we can afford.
You are wicked. I say Z.
What?
You even put him in EF.
So what we can afford as supervisors coach is someone that used to be a G-list coach who have now fallen off the alphabet.
So what? The normal figure.
Hashtag.
The normal figure.
It's just shaggy. It's just shaggy. Someone has coached Venezuela. Is this which Venezuela gets it?
Venezuela will beat Ecuador during.
You know, I was not privy to the negotiation in Venezuela, but you just approach Venezuela. They think I don't coach anything.
Those people.
Anybody.
Do you know how they push it? They say Venezuela say if they catch up for South or North America.
So that was large of responsibility. Same thing with Guerrero. Guerrero before us was coaching somewhere in Eastern Africa.
Yeah.
Guerrero at some point played for Bayern Munich. He coached Bordeaux.
Yeah.
But that was just when Kenny was born in the 1970s. So it was a long time ago. That's what we
Late
can.
70s.
That's what we can afford.
It's not, now. It was after he had been born. He was born in the 50s.
No, he's a young man now.
He's not a young man.
He's a young man now.
This one is a young
He's a
man.
young man. He's a young man. He's
But I'm
late
going
70s, you know.
Everybody, we want you to comment and guess our ages.
Let me not say
Yes.
Yes,
Comment and guess our.
No.
Like Tunde, Solomon,
No,
John, Kenny.
Let me
You'll be
I
surprised.
don't have any problem. Any guess nothing. If you for Solomon, if you don't start from 50, get 50 upward. If that 50 got you might be wrong. But back
Why are you painting their thought?
No, it's true. I said I was the youngest in here.
is that?
I am the only youngest. All of you are older. There is a combined age of 260.
Like this,
on the
right?
side of the podcast.
He will still be frying his hair.
That's what he used to do.
Like what James.
Even though the air is starting to, he will tell his mama, don't touch this, the only ring where I can prove that I'm serious. Don't touch that one.
He will now say, fry it so that hair will be covered.
If you are cutting hair for 1,000, I don't know it's 1 cent. So they must press it, you collect money for press.
Go and do hair transplant.
Let's focus on football. I have to be angry with you if I make you.
That's the idea.
So, we cannot afford Pesero. Every that's average salary at Saudi Arabia. Every year the bonus to earn about 200,000
Pesero.
Every night.
Very nice. Okay.
If you give
Shibi, there was a time we wanted to hire Victor Osimhen.
So Osimhen earns more than every night. So
Way more than
Yes,
Averna.
all those ones, by the time we hire them, it will colonize us. You have to.
No,
Super Eagles coach / Senate president.
you don't get it. When we declare budget of every year, the salary will be in the budget. The Osimhen salary in the
He don't
budget.
put salary. He just put business man.
A budget.
$7 million. Whether that salary, because he's very South African to be president of Nigeria. We cannot afford all
We
this.
can actually see fund. We can pay this guy.
We cannot.
We cannot pay this guy.
Let's not lie to ourselves.
Okay,
We
so,
can. Wallahi, we cannot.
so you were trying to put this into context. So, have there been any time in Nigerian football where they had money? You know, it has always been a case of
No money.
there is no money. So, at what point have we had money, or at what point can we say that the NFL were self-sufficient, or they had one saving?
Why are you using big words for things you can just
No, I
approach?
just
All
want
this self-sufficient,
any time. I just want to know, because we are also carrying the same
Idea.
narrative
Yeah.
that they don't have money. Meanwhile, we don't even know what their large budget is all about. We don't know
And
what
that's why we continue to say they don't have money.
They use the media to push the narrative that the NFL does not have money. Now we also now push the narrative that the NFL does
To the
not
people.
without having any data or statistics to back up this claim.
John, let me debunk that. And this is yes, true, you are right. We don't have access to the NFL. But how we know that the NFL does not have money? Because the federal, we know, at least if you check the budget, like Kenny mentioned earlier, we know how much the federal government gives allocated
To sports, yeah.
We know how much of that, even if we don't know exactly how much that costs, we know that that entire sport budget alone in a year cannot pay the salaries of the people that we are talking about. Because of the when Amadou Clinic was NFL president, we got familiar with Ontario as a brand. Why?
Yes,
because they were financing. It is about sponsorship. Penny did that.
For the
Penny
cup.
did that. I want to say very well, but not really because the details of that were not very clear. But at least the sponsorship.
But during that period too, they were still holding.
Yeah,
but at least we know that okay, these people are here that are supposed to be responsible to pay this person's salary. That's the agreement was made public. It's not that we don't know how much exactly Nigeria was supposed to pay, and eventually when that deal collapsed. Right now, the NFL doesn't have any current
sponsors like that, yeah.
The thing with sponsorship, if they have sponsorship, we will know. Because
Let them talk to Baba.
There's not something.
But they need a marketing consultant.
So I'll tell Baba to start packing Black Maria anything you want to do. So that anybody that doesn't want to put in the trouble anytime. As we were saying, there's no such thing as a silent sponsor.
True.
If someone is giving you money,
Yeah.
they want
want
their name
visibility,
out.
yeah.
So the fact that we have not heard anybody's name in relation to the Super Eagles means that sponsorship money is not coming.
That's not even the problem.
Yeah,
That the Super Eagles of Nigeria,
So the
the
NFL
biggest
cannot
football
sell
brand
the
in
Super
Nigeria
Eagles.
does not have an headline sponsor.
I've not gone into even the big countries in Africa, the South Africa, South Africa, Zimbabwe, the North
Algeria, the
Africans,
Egyptians, the Moroccans.
If these kind of countries have these monies, they throw into their football, conscious of development. We all know the story of Morocco. 10 years plan. As of the 8th year into that 10 years plan, they were already conquering almost everywhere in Africa. Tunde, I'm sure that these people just have one thing that differentiates them from a country of mine. Is the fact that they are conscious of doing this.
Absolutely. And let me add to that. I agree with you completely. Especially with everybody loves in and say, for this period of time, we are channeling every force towards building that country and developing it as much as we can. Countries like Rwanda, for example, can afford to do that because their running costs are not at the same level as ours. Rwanda don't insist on playing all of their friendlies in Portugal
or Saudi Arabia
or wherever.
So we that don't have money,
of empty stadiums. we insist on taking our friendlies
planlessness
in front of empty stadiums. Rwanda don't pay each player a minimum of $5,000 per match day, which is in the region of what
we will do 10,000.
Yeah, so that was really good.
Yes.
I'm hearing that those FFF like really they call
you don't hammer.
Your own don't solve according to the report.
Yes.
But
You can't be called up.
If not, I damage my ACL at 14. Before you say it.
No, you should get it straight at 14 years of age.
So I don't go get ACL because I'm
No, like your leg, you're not supposed to even get leg again.
But those little things they add up. They take up a lot of our money. The Super Eagles is where we put a lot of our attention. It's where we pump most of our money. Yeah. But we are not pumping our money in the right direction. We are just spending money to stay alive, not to grow. By spending money, that's what it is.
It's like you are surviving, you're not living.
So it's like you have a loan instead of coming down to that just
servicing the loan.
Just servicing
But that's like what Nigeria does. That's
when they know that post me for what I'm saying, I get HIV. All those guys
Why are you laughing like you are in and around?
You're getting it.
The center of the chest.
So they will post your Facebook that you have HIV.
The way you now,
no, I'm saying that's how Nigeria does. Even the economy in Nigeria was servicing loans as government, not paying back our loans.
All right, so away from so basically, those are the small issues. But because we are running out of time, we will probably have to continue this conversation some other time. Still sticking with Finidi. Victor Osimhen this is the main reason that I actually came here for that.
Yeah.
Because I was completely
livid.
I was beside myself. I was disheveled. I was hot-headed. I was red-eyed on that horrible, in my opinion, horrible live video that Victor Osimhen did, ranting and laying curses on Nigerians, saying that
Nigeria.
Saying just ranting and spraying curses. But the main recipient of his anger was the newly departed Super Eagles Finidi George.
When you say newly departed, I am
ninja. I'm not saying newly departed. Newly departed. This was MC burial. If you have classy burial, if you have classy MC event, Long John just stays well for you. You see your concerts, your conference, your weddings,
your birthdays,
children's activities. Classy.
Yeah.
But if you have all those
burial,
we gbogbo ẹbí ló kàn dá 7,000. If you have all those, price is up our people.
This reminded me. There was a burial I actually went to.
No, I
didn't anchor. It was a Bariga. Maybe I got there late. They gave me rice and egg. Even the egg, they were buying it right in front of me. They were buying it there. Bariga.
Who stays at Bariga here?
I don't say that Bariga now. I didn't mention anything now.
Okay, no. My friend does not stay in Bariga. He stays at Bariga.
It's only the Manchester.
The Macedonian.
The Manchester component.
Oh my word, oh, you need the boss.
If I come to a very and they serve me right now,
it's better they do not serve me at all.
you know what?
But for the pain in my heart, you won't go one man to kill you.
It's better they serve me the rice. I'm not even having it because the egg will give you terrible nightmares. See, we started this topic now. I don't know yam because but we said I've laid causes of people. We don't know what somebody will do. That will make you to be inspired cause. Why you serve the rice and egg? Let us
By the way, Victor Osimhen part 2. Because of Victor so late, you know the cases is not late.
No, if you know you're
Advise them, walk down. Don't just die and people who bet not
behind your back.
After buying that shirt.
In fact, it's not even you that I blame. I will not battle Jenny, but blame.
After buying that shirt, do you know how much you pay for that shirt?
Also, you watch there.
For your front, they buy a good of the price. Why you collect that? What is the good law? Stop them. Continue to do it. Ladies and gentlemen, post my podcast. I don't know.
I think this is the point where we say we're going for a break.
For the break, causes continue. But we don't have more time, so let's talk.
Whether we have time or we don't have time, we must start this topic.
I want to start with John because I have a feeling that John might not try to support him, which is why I want to start. John, I don't want to put words in your mouth. Victor Osimhen, do you see his points or not? Right or wrong about like video and the way was talking to Finidi George and right?
No, I'm not impressed with what I saw, on that Instagram live. I think that Victor Osimhen he was enraged, and normally humans, we have emotions, and because of the fact that we humans have emotions, yes, he has the right to go on Instagram live and tell the world how he feels about whatever it is that we've written about him.
All said.
But unfortunately for Victor, I just think that whoever his handlers, whoever his advisors, managers or whatever, I don't know if he consulted them before going on IG. And I think he didn't do that.
Someone was actively trying to get him to stop the IG while he was telling the person, I go nod you, I go check it. He was checking the person.
He is the boss. He doesn't listen to anybody. All those people,
all those are guys. There are guys around him.
They came to chop. He is the pot.
Yeah.
So nobody can advise him.
Even at the point,
He came on the live. Stop it.
But he was really enraged. He was angry. Although I haven't seen Victor like this before. But what this does?
What did you say?
It took me back now.
What did you? No. There are some things that don't lead anybody astray.
Let him
not see Victor like this.
It's his own opinion. Let him finish.
That's what I mean. But this one also took me back to that point where he spoke angrily against Victor Osimhen, which was even actively supported by our own Aziza Fishwala, where she came out on X and said she wrote up about MD Nagbayas and co. And this actually gave me a deeper perspective into Victor Osimhen. Actually, Victor is that type of guy that maybe naturally doesn't listen to people, especially when he's angry, and doesn't really take advice when he's supposed to. See, truth is, where Victor is at the moment, Victor is a big brand. He's a big boy. The kind of money this guy earns, trust me, if any of
controls.
Us, yes, the kind of money he controls, if we wait a year control that kind of money, my guy can like, I probably don't want. Yes, truth is that money controls people. And when Victor heard about that, maybe there had been these hidden issues between him and Finidi that were not even aware. Because for him to have easily just picked on Finidi, something had been brewing. Probably he has had his own issues with Finidi that we are not aware of.
Let me explain the situation to you in case you are lost. So Victor Osimhen's gripe with Finidi George was based on the statement that was attributed to Finidi.
Yes.
Which you never find out Finidi never even said. Never even said, but it was attributed to Finidi that asked it.
Let's even say he said it.
That's my opinion.
Yeah.
That's my opinion too. Now let's even say Finidi
said it.
Okay.
I won't beg live.
Or went on TV to say it.
I won't beg. Yeah.
But the statement was pretty much you can't beg because
Going for like
as a party shot to win. So basically throwing Osimhen felt like, and it looked like that, so like he was throwing Osimhen under the bus for his own failures as super. So Osimhen reacting to that, went on Instagram live and spoke about the fact that
he
he
called.
was injured.
Yeah.
And the coach started, he called from
While he was having the MRI.
From the Napoli
With the doctor, yeah.
where he was confirmed. Immediately he was confirmed, he called Finidi. He had not left yet. He said the doctor even spoke to Finidi. And
he said something. He said, I knew this was going to happen. So I told one of my guys to record while we were having that.
He even said he offered
to come to camp. Yeah.
Now, not be part of his squad, but come to
Let me be with the boys.
and just ginger and motivate and enjoy Cavalry, but Finidi to stay back and spend the time with his family, which might be a noble gesture by not but so from Osimhen's perspective, if truly Finidi had said those things, and guys very well. So my issue is not even about him being angry. He's a human being. Anybody can.
Can get angry.
Anything can trigger anybody.
But you have a responsibility as a number one public figure, number two as one of the best players, as not just a footballer, as one of the best footballers. You have a responsibility
On the globe.
that's higher than the regular person.
Yeah.
It might sound unfair, but it's also unfair that you earn millions of naira every week.
Yeah.
You earn more money every week than most people will see before they die. That's the simple truth.
Millions of people will not see that money before they die.
So, every day that when the crowd with great power comes with responsibility. So you cannot say anybody.
Do you know that some people who sign the money that will see my hands might never hands such till they die?
Do you expect an accountant to?
No, I'm just saying.
No, that's what I'm
Some
saying,
accountant my hand has but maybe by some chance, maybe they are part of the setup.
Even if they earn that much, they can't sustain the cost.
Of course.
When will get 100,000 euros, that's not how much I can do.
Yes.
100,000 euros every week
For like 17 years.
There's no accountant in the world
That does.
So it's a lot of money. It's a lot of money.
So what? Although I agree with most of what John said, one thing I do disagree with is that I think he said something about the naturally inclined to act like this.
No,
because of the money that he has.
No. I said, see,
We talked about if any of us have that money.
Yes, we talked about. Of course,
I sincerely disagree. First of all, that money has never pushed him to act like that in Napoli.
Where is that?
That was actually disrespectful.
Yes, consistently.
You see, that's even another argument. That okay, when Napoli disrespected him, he didn't come out on Instagram live. You didn't do an Instagram live.
You didn't cost the people of Napoli.
You didn't cost them. You didn't.
No, it's not even
You didn't talk
cost.
to the fans.
You didn't even frown.
Yes.
Osimhen made a statement after the whole rancor was settled. He said, nobody should come between myself and Napoli. Like, while we Nigerians were head on, ready to fight Napoli for your cause.
And it's the same Nigerians that are getting causes. Although, when we know even Sabi, the cause that was even directed to Nigeria, I don't even understand.
No, he said
Okay.
the reason for that was very simple. People then started criticizing him.
So
That he said a lot of people were saying trash about him.
So
that after that news came out, that a lot of Nigerians didn't even understand exactly. They didn't even listen. They didn't listen to his own side.
do you
of
know?
the story.
Do you know why Lionel Messi was thrown under the bus by Argentines? Argentines were so flimsy that they said when he plays for Barcelona, he gives his all.
Yeah.
When he plays for Argentina,
he starts.
That Lionel Messi was so gutted that I felt. So when I now wear the Argentine jersey, I will now hold the ball. I will now choose to be slower, or because he feels he plays for football, but he never lashed out at anybody. Do you know what he understood? You are a victim of your standard.
Yes.
Did you hear anybody call out Laversi the way they call out Messi? Did you hear anybody call out Palacios? Did you hear anybody even call out Kun? Even Angel Di Maria.
Not even
because they felt you should give us more.
What's this guy
At the Nations Cup, how many goals did Osimhen get? What did Osimhen do specially? Other than the fact that he acted like somebody who can fight for the team. Nigerians, Africans showed love to Osimhen. You were there from start to finish. He's the only one who had a chance of all the top players that were there.
Even something as little as when Napoli won the league and the official said and put picture and with the league title as the face of the
yes.
Nigerians they did not say it about Osimhen.
Yes, now
Nigerians were like it's Osimhen that should have been there and the very least put both of them.
No.
But all of a sudden.
Do you know where that life cut me off? It wasn't even the cost. The moment he said, I call Finidi. No. See, there is something about where you come from. There is something about us.
I mean, is that the lost respect for us?
Morals.
Yeah, he said. Yeah.
I don't care. That is why I am treating it.
If you lose respect for someone, why should you?
That is why I am treating it.
But if I say I lose respect for him, why should I respect him?
Do you know how many rubbish Maradona did as human? Do you know how many nonsense we've had legends of the game in countries do? There are some people who come out to whatever, but they will find a way to underline the respect. When what's his name was talking about the man in Barcelona, Rafinha, was talking about Ronaldo. He said, I have good respect for him. You will find, even if he wants to drop his grievance, you will find a space to eulogize him.
If it was the lie way for
Ronaldinho.
He was 48 days VG.
Do you know why I did not cut him any slag? I listened and I followed every story during the Victor Osimhen issue. Luckily for me, I watched live that show where Victor Osimhen talked about Victor Osimhen. He never came from the angle of criticism. It came from the angle of you're young. Going forward, there are better ways to do things. Where you had that ball, doing a bicycle kick, if you are tested or you can, and there are even two players, like the second one had Ademola Lookman. He never went in the angle of useless player. What was he playing? No. The next thing I saw himself, and see, sometimes I use that to show I can be very pathetic. One thing I have, I'll respect you for your craft. I'll respect you for whatever it is. But if there is another thing I should be criticized for, I will say, Aiza is a massive player when it comes to world football. It's not even Nigeria or African football. She has taken her craft to that level. But seriously, there is a point you get to. You see these things that come out from your mouth. Victor Osimhen is going through the path of becoming a legend of the game. 30 years from today, I'll bet you, if a youngie disrespects Victor Osimhen,
I won't be surprised.
He will know how he
I
feels.
won't be surprised.
Let's round up or go round the room. He has still not apologized for that.
He won't. He never apologized to Victor Osimhen.
Peter side said if he doesn't apologize, he's fine. You agree?
I totally, completely agree.
I don't think so. I don't think he should be banned because he made an Instagram live and everybody's coming out for them. If he doesn't apologize, he can suspend him. But the idea of him being banned the suspension could be for a while. You ban him from the team, that means he's banished.
The point is that if you suspend him too, we need it done without apologizing. So that's still a ban if you never apologize. That's still the same. You're answering the question.
But I'm okay. Let me be clear on this. I don't think that he should even be suspended.
You know that I know you. I know that. I know the side that John is.
I don't think he should be suspended. He's our best. He's one of our best players.
That we have missed the last one. Playing and we've not win that.
I think
we couldn't get us a goal. Ghana 2 leg.
We want to do everything.
Why?
So it will be
So Lionel Messi the only person to do everything when Argentines were criticizing.
Does any
team have Lionel Messi in their ranks?
Solomon, go ahead.
I think he should be punished in the sense that their players.
What kind of punishment?
Suspended. We have African qualifiers. Let him miss like 4 games.
Okay, so he misses 4 games, still doesn't apologize, just call it.
No, he must apologize.
No, that's the point. I'm not saying suspending.
The suspension is to trigger the apology.
So you suspending. There was actually a part of the life where he said he doesn't mind if this stops him or be like that. He actually said that. So a lot of people, I think a lot of people miss that, but I watch you. He actually did say that. I don't think
I was pissed. I didn't watch the whole thing. I was pissed.
Victor Osimhen act like somebody who feels he has gotten to a particular place. And there is something about this life. There is something about, a lot of things. See, even when you want to disrespect those who are above you, there is a beautiful way to disrespect them. And everybody. Do you know what Enyama did to the NFF hierarchy? Till today, nobody can hold him to account. But he messed them all up.
Yeah. He showed them.
He messed them up. He left the team. He said, I won't play for this team. You are all your rubbish that you're doing. Till today, Nigerians are behind him because he was sensible with the way he did that. I think Victor Osimhen, if you did that with Victor Ikpeba and you're doing it again, and no stiffer punishment is meted at him, trust me, the next person you don't know. It might be the minister, it might be the NFL president. Because Victor Osimhen sees himself as being at some hierarchy where nothing can touch him.
We don't have time, so we have to wrap up that today. But that's so of course we give you the updates. Maybe if you apologize if you don't, what we know for that is close to the next one. Let's
what happened to your invite?
This is why I'm
No, it's cholera now.
It's cholera.
I'm taking the vaccine.
I'm
taking the vaccine.
Anyway, guys, another fun episode in the books. Euros football, amazing so far, enjoyable. Back-to-back great tournaments from the World Cup to the AFCON to now the Euros. Copa America are killing themselves and play football. So you can watch that. So anybody's Euros picks still in? Do you remember the things that you
Spain. And now I'm joyful about Spain. Portugal.
I went with England.
You see, you might not say I went with England.
I went with England now.
Let me just tell you the dream that I can bring it to the next episode. Because by the next episode, England will be out.
No, they won't be out.
We shall see.
But you know the drink I like now. That.
I can't bring your own drink to this show. I will say, before we leave, Chelsea, they started buying plane tickets.
We have closed. Any Chelsea is going
Church
to
and Basa.
have it in your house.
Church and Basa.
Don't have it off camera. Because if we talk small out, I'll if he sign you.
And you don't know you sign your relegation. You don't see club when you say that the start season and relegation with it.
First vibe.
Signing out, guys.
Catch ya.